Hey everyone, it's just after Thanksgiving and I hope you all had a great holiday. Today's video is long overdue. It was requested by a very good friend of mine and she was asking some questions about RV travel and safety being alone. So Cameo, this one's for you. The first thing I wanted to address was one of the questions she asked me, and that was about putting multiple chairs out in my camp. Now, I don't really put them out to make people think that I'm not by myself. I really just like different chairs for different things that I'm doing at the time. So honestly, I'm not really worried about convincing people if I'm alone or not. I just stay very vigilant of my surroundings, and if I'm not comfortable in a certain area, I just move. Anybody who wants to do you harm or is watching you, they're going to figure out if you're alone or not. My biggest tip is just to stay vigilant and trust your gut. If I don't feel comfortable somewhere, and if I feel somebody is watching me, I just move. I also think that it's important to have a weapon of choice that you are comfortable using. And I say you being comfortable because when the time comes, if the time ever came, and I hope it doesn't, that you have to defend yourself, we get nervous and people react differently when um, their adrenaline's rushing and you just don't think straight. So I would say whatever it is that you're comfortable using, practice with that and simulate using it in case the time comes that you really have to use it. This is me practicing with what I prefer. It's going to be different for everybody. Like I said, make sure you choose something that you're going to be comfortable with, because if you're not, then you're not going to feel confident using that when the time comes to use it. Have one designated person that you know, whether it be a family member or a friend, to share your location with. Have that one designated person that always knows where you are in case something goes wrong. Another thing I do is I try to stay in a location where I have phone service. Mostly because I always need to be in touch with my mom. I'm her only caretaker, so I need to be able to reach her at any time, or she needs to be able to reach me at any time in case of an emergency. So unless you have Starlink, I would say try to stay somewhere where you have phone service. My biggest tip of all, though, is definitely to trust your gut, be vigilant, know your surroundings, and if you don't feel comfortable someplace, just move. Better to be safe than sorry. I've only been in that position one time where I didn't like my location and my surroundings, so I just drove an extra hour to find some place where I was comfortable for the night. So just keep that in mind. Well, you guys, that's really it for now. I hope you stay safe, have a good time, and next week's video, we check out a really cool Route 66 roadside attraction. So stay tuned for that. And thanks again for watching, you guys. And remember to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Take care. One thing I forgot to mention is that I always keep my location written down on a post-it in the same area anytime I get to a new place. It's like I mentioned, when you're under stress, you're not thinking right. So if you have your location posted in the same area every time, when you have to call 911, you already know what location to give them if you need help. Okay, that's it. Stay safe and see you next time.